Hey everyone, this is Renee Frey from Talent Q, and you're listening to the Conscious Professional Podcast. Today, I'm asking all of you to keep an open mind about the topic I'm going to dive into today. Some of you will be into it and open, others will still remain skeptical, and that's totally cool. The topic I'm going to cover is meditation. And I've got to be super honest. Back in the day, I thought meditation was for monks and hippies, which I'm neither of those things. So I stayed away from it. I wasn't into it at all. I'd never done it and I wasn't about to try it. Listen to all that resistance I had coming out of my mouth just now. My perception of meditation was completely inaccurate. I thought it was woo-woo. It had no use. I thought it was people sitting around wasting time. Well, meditation has literally blown the lid off how I experience life and who I am as a person. It has totally changed my perceptions, how I go about my life, how I live my life, and transformed who I am. It honestly made me a better person, but I'll talk about that later. So here's what happened to me. I was at a live, in-person, 3-day group seminar with my coach. We were in Boston, Massachusetts, which is one of my most favorite cities in the United States. It is so beautiful there because it's on Massachusetts Bay. I love water. The city is walkable. I can walk nearly everywhere on foot to see all the historic sites, and they have the best seafood, and everywhere you look has incredible history. During these in-person seminars that I went to, every time we got together, we were expected to share one hack with the entire group, something that could help all of us improve our productivity in some way, shape, or form, right? To help each other. And the hack could be anything at all. It could be a new recruiting technique, a new app that you were using to automate processes, a new process of how to manage your time better. Literally could be anything at all. It could be anything you wanted to share that would help somebody else. We're all going around the room one at a time. We're standing up and sharing our hacks. We're taking turns. This gal Mary stands up. She shares her hack, and her hack is meditation. My ears definitely perked up because I've always had a curiosity about meditation, but I had never tried it before. I thought it was out there and woo-woo, but our session wasn't over, so I'm listening attentively because I'm so curious about it. Let me share with you the state I was in at that time of my life. I'm type AAA, type A personality on steroids. I'm a driven go-getter, uber competitive, and in this time of my life, I also had thousands of thoughts racing around in my head at any one given time. So hyper high energy coupled with uncontrollable racing thoughts, that was me. Somehow, Mary adds in that she's a Harvard MBA graduate. Now she's really got my full attention. If an Harvard MBA has a hack, I'm going to listen to it because she's smart as hell. Well, that's what I think about people who are Harvard MBAs. She's part of the ultra smart. Mary explains all her information about meditation, the benefits of it, how to get started, and then she sits back down. My curiosity is totally piqued. I'm thinking about trying it, but I'm still so darn skeptical. So the session ends. We've all shared our hacks, and we go down to the hotel bar for happy hour. And the whole time I'm hoping Mary's going to be there because I still have so many questions I want to ask her. So I see Mary, and I'm thrilled. I walk up to her and I pull her aside. I ask her if I can chat with her for a minute about meditation. And she's like, certainly. So we move away from the group to a quiet area and I immediately start firing questions at her about meditation. She answers them all and says, Renee, just try it. Start doing it for 10 minutes a day. Can you agree to that? Well, after she said that, it was game on because that turned into a challenge for me. I'm ultra competitive, so I tell her, yep, I'm going to do it. I'm going to meditate for 10 minutes a day. Mary tells me to be patient with myself with meditation. She said, sometimes you're going to wonder if you're doing it right, and you'll feel uncomfortable. You may have different emotions pop up. Just be patient with yourself. Mary had no idea who she was talking to. I didn't have one patient bone in my body. I was the most impatient person that I knew. Hell, my mom at one point told me I shouldn't have kids because I'm too impatient. And I'm not kidding. Now, this is where it gets interesting. I get the Headspace app on my phone and I commit to myself to meditate 10 minutes a day. Right then and there. So after the bar, happy hour, I go up to my hotel room and I try it that night. I sat on the floor in my hotel room with my legs crossed. Mind you, the ground was so hard and flat because I'm sure there was cement under that carpet in that historical hotel I was staying at. So I clicked the app and started the first session on Headspace. It felt so hard to sit still for 10 minutes in the same damn spot. But I committed to doing it, so I was going to get through it, and I did. And after, I was like, whatever. Not sure if that benefited me, but I'm going to do it again tomorrow. The first million days, it was extremely hard for me to sit still in one spot for 10 minutes. Like, literally, my body would shake, having convulsions. And then I'd be thinking, what a waste of time. Is this even working? What the hell am I doing? Am I wasting my time? Blah, 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 blah. But I kept doing it every day. Fast forward to 30 days in. My body finally started to calm down and I could sit still and breathe deeply and be mindful of my breath. 60 days in, my mind started calming down and I started to truly be present in the moment. No more racing thoughts. 90 days later, I'm so hooked it's become part of my daily routine. And this isn't even the best part. The best part is who I was becoming. Let's call her Renee 2.0. Back in the day, if you and I parked next to each other in the same parking lot and we were walking into the same shop, I'd look at you and make sure I walked faster than you. I'd get to that entrance before you. I'd open the door. I'd walk in the shop and the door would slam behind me. Renee 2.0 stops and holds the door for people behind her. I let people walk in the shop before me and then I walk in after them. If someone cut me off on the highway back in the day, I'd be giving them the middle finger. Renee 2.0 slows down and gives them space, and I drive a little slower behind them. And remember those thousands of racing thoughts I told you about swirling around in my head at all times? Renee 2.0 is right here in the present moment, and I no longer have racing thoughts. It is remarkable. I used to be the worst conversationalist with friends. I would constantly interrupt people when they were talking all the time, every time. People called me interrupter, which is so awful. Now I actively listen to people and wait to say something until they're done talking. I have certainly developed more patience in my life now for meditation. I'm not a frazzled stress ball anymore. There is an incredible peace of mind and calm that I have now inside of me. I'm more accepting of others and their opinions. And I thought I was pretty open-minded about people before. I judge people less. I judge myself less. I credit meditation to elevating how I experience life. I'm more present, living in each moment. I'm right here. I'm happier, I'm more fulfilled, I'm more loving, I'm more thoughtful, I'm more giving, I feel more peace. The crazy thing is, I have complete strangers stop and talk to me more than ever. I believe it's the energy that I'm giving off. It's like they can see me standing with my arms wide open, ready to give them a hug. I'm welcoming. I'm not trying to beat you to the front door. I've been meditating ever since that day in Boston, every single day for over 8 years. I've meditated for way longer than 10 minutes as well. I've done over 1 hour meditations. Never did I ever think I would meditate for over an hour. I actually meditate twice a day now. I meditate in the morning and listen to a meditation when I go to sleep. I cannot live without it. It is a part of my life and has truly changed who I am as a person. It has made me a better person completely. Let's talk about the benefits meditation that it can have for you in one specific area of your life, one of the most important areas of your life, in your career. What other effects meditation can have on your career? One of the big benefits of meditation is stress reduction. If you're in a high-pressure work environment, stress can block your productivity and hinder your decision-making abilities. By meditating regularly, you can manage your stress better, enable you to stay calm and focused even in the most challenging situations. I can attest to this. Meditation can improve your focus and concentration. What can this do for you on the job? Who doesn't want increased focus at work? When we're able to be focused, we can bang through our projects and tasks and get shit done faster, which means we can spend more time with our families. Who wishes they could be more creative? Meditation can stimulate creative thinking because it quiets the mind and allows for new ideas to pop up. So when you teach yourself to sit in silence, magic happens. You become more flexible. You start to think outside of the box, which can benefit anyone in their career. Meditation enhances emotional intelligence and interpersonal skills, which I think are rated as the top skill every employer is looking for. Employers want people who have high EQs, who can work with others. And when you meditate, you become so much more self-aware. You realize you can regulate your emotions. And as you become more in tune with your own emotions and reactions, you'll also become more empathetic and understanding towards others. Remember old Renee? She'd let that door slam right in your face behind her. Renee 2.0 lets you in the building first and smiles and gives you a greeting. Having EQ will improve your relationships with your colleagues, your clients, your supervisors, which leads to awesome teamwork and collaboration. And building a meditation practice can help you develop resilience in the face of setbacks or challenges in your career. By learning to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, you'll be able to bounce back more quickly from failures and maintain a positive outlook on your professional journey. This is so true because I see every obstacle or any difficulty that I'm having as a blessing. I see it as a gift because on the other side, there is tremendous growth that's about to happen, and I've learned there's nothing I can't handle. Meditation fosters clarity of mind and helps you develop a deeper understanding of yourself. Sitting in silence with yourself is truly magical. This clarity can lead to more informed, thoughtful decision-making in your career as you become less swayed by external pressures and more attuned to your inner wisdom, which is what we all want more of, being guided and in tune with our inner wisdom. If you haven't tried meditation, I suggest you do. Now, it's not going to change you overnight. Hell, it took me months to finally enjoy it. But what I've enjoyed most is how it has made me a better person. I can't believe I used to let the door slam behind me in people's faces. I have truly evolved. Now you might be thinking, how do I get started? Well, if you're like me, you need the step-by-step guide, and I highly recommend Headspace. I listen to Andy on that app every single day, who is a former monk who created the app. Now they have numerous voices and have expanded the app a lot. I used Headspace for years and I did all of their courses, which I'm sure they've changed it up since I've used it. But I wanted to try something new, so I jumped to using Insight Timer, and that's what I've been using for the past few years. I have some of my favorite people bookmarked on there. Then once you really want to take it next level, you look into Joe Dispenza, because he actually measures the brain waves and the energy in the room when people are meditating, showing how scientific data, how meditation is changing your brain and your body, and it's really cool stuff. All I would say is give meditation a try, not just for a day, not just for a week. Really give it a good long try. Stick with it. What have you got to lose? Once you experience all the benefits meditation has, I want you to DM me all the remarkable ways your life has become better. I want to hear all about it. So the key points from today's episode are: begin a meditation practice and stick with it. And meditation will benefit you and your career. Thanks so much for listening, everyone. Share this episode and go make one change to be better than you were yesterday. Live your life with intention. I believe in you. I'm on a mission to help as many people as possible. So if you would, please leave a 5-star review. See you next week. Cheers, everyone.